Hello there, everybody. My name is David Ingham, and I've got my business partner, friend, Jacob Jafowski as well. This is our Law of Attraction call every single Thursday night at, between 9 and 9:30 p.m. Because I was having a barbecue this evening because actually we had such a great evening because of the weather. So you've got to take advantage of that. And the title of our hangout tonight is Who Do You Listen to? So that's the part in the Your Wishes, Your Command in the CD set of Kevin Trudeau. And when I was listening to the second CD, it was quite interesting because he was talking about who do you listen to? And in the CD, he mentioned that he could talk on that one topic. Who do you listen to for 3 days? So, so that was quite interesting because I was thinking, how can you talk on who do you listen to for 3 days? And he said because if you listen to the wrong people, you're going to get the wrong information. And if you get the wrong information, then you're not gonna learn the wrong stuff. And if you're gonna learn the wrong stuff, you're not gonna progress. So he mentions, which is quite interesting. He says you can't listen to these people that he says 99% of these people that do seminars, you can't listen to them because he says most of those people aren't wealthy. And why do you want to listen to somebody who hasn't made it yet? You know, they're trying to make it, which is quite interesting. And then he says, you can't really listen to all the gurus who've written these books because he says all these millionaires don't write their own books. They get written by somebody else, which is also interesting. And he says that they haven't even read their own books, that they don't write. Which is also interesting. So, come back to the topic of tonight's hangout again is who do you listen to? So he said, well, maybe you should listen to the material that I'm sharing with you, which is Kevin Trudeau. And he says he's not the guru. He says this information that he's got is just information that he's gathered through Skull and Bones, which is a society. I don't know, not a secret society because it's not secret, but it's Skull and Bones is one. Then you got the Brotherhood, which is another society, and then you got the Freemasons. And he says between these three societies, they had secret information that wasn't available to the public. And he said that this is the information that you should listen to because this is the information where he actually did a seminar where he had people that were multimillionaires who were doing this law of attraction work and getting results and actually being wealthy. And therefore, this is why he's saying that it would be good to listen to what he's got to say because they have got the results, okay, and not just stories. Because he says a lot of times people who write these books are just writing and they are not true. You know, it's just not true. So that's what I got out of that second CD, Jacob. It was quite interesting. Quite interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe you want to say something.
Yeah. Well, this whole topic, who do you listen to, is really interesting because even in your life, when you go to school and then you have two teachers, one that is really practical and the other that is only on the books, you can see that. Or you have students that one is hands-on practical and the other is just books, and you can see where in life where they will be, because those people that are into the books or into the knowledge and the practice what they learn, get much better life than those just read the books for sake of learning and reading. Learning knowledge will give you nothing if you don't use it, and that's with everything. And that's why, when you look for business, whatever business you want to do or whatever you want to do in your life, you need to listen to right people, and that's where he sort of concentrates. And for example, I don't know, you want to be a carpenter, you go to a carpentry workshop and you learn from masters of carpentry, not masters of IT, because they will probably show you how to find stuff online, how to do some computer stuff, but they will never teach you how to do the carpentry. If you want to be the carpenter, you need to learn from the masters of carpentry. You want to do IT, you do from masters of IT, and and so on and so on. That's where all this comes. When it comes to, in my knowledge, when it comes to online businesses and online, there's lots of people that saying, you should listen to us because our company goes there, and the next week they different companies say, oh, this company just goes out of the blue and they will knock everyone. This never happened before. And I heard that this never happened before in industry many times, almost every week. And that's where you just do small background due diligence, who the people are, check their posts and see how many times they change their mind. And if they did that last 3 months, then there's no point to listen to those people. And all these people saying that, join us, you will be a millionaire in a week. And then you ask him, okay, how long you are there? Oh, I'm 3 weeks there. And are you a millionaire? No, well, but someone is somewhere. Then yeah, you just don't listen to that person. And that's for me bit late. I found Kevin Trudeau and his sort of teachings on that, and also because he not only says what he thinks of stuff, he always gives us the books, and because of, now I can't remember if that was because of the Kevin Trudeau, or I think yes, that was because of the Kevin Trudeau, Your Wish is Your Command. I was reading Ask and It Is Given by Esther Hicks because of him. And I think as the law of attraction goes, Esther Hicks, she's the best. She just is the best too in the books and audios when you hear her, and she lives her life with what she preach, which is a bit more complicated. I don't think we go to tonight, but you should go and listen to that, listen to audio or read the book from her. And the Kevin Trudeau, for me, like the same. I think the same like David. It's really interesting to listen to, because he's saying the truth that have a tremendous sense when you listen to it. It's like, yeah, that's it. Really, that's what it is. Wherever you listen, whichever CD you listen to from Kevin, it's always like, you may not agree 100%. I don't agree 100% with everything what he says, but that may be because I don't know everything. That's why I don't agree. But I don't, if I disagree, doesn't mean I don't think it's the truth. I just need more evidence to support that. And when I do ask the question, the universe, one way or another, will give me an answer. Because ultimately you listen to yourself, to your own gut feeling. isn't it, David? That's what it is. That's what we do. You know, you have all those informations from, you know, people, and then you have to choose what your feelings are. That's where you choose. That's where ultimately you go. You go to your own guidance system, which is your feelings, and you choose. Whatever you do in your life, you cannot blame that. Oh, I choose that because you told me. Well, you know, that can be else. You know, whichever way of your life you choose was your own. No one push you there on the gunpoint. Sometimes if they do, you have a choice too. You can go or not. It's very drastic, but still, it is the choice. Then who do you listen to? Yourself, your spouses, your best friend? Yeah, be careful with that. Because they may have a very, very, the point is, people, they can have the very good intentions, and they really, really seriously believe, sincerely believe that they saying you the right thing to do. But the one thing you have to remember is they don't know everything, and your life is your life, and you have to choose and take responsibility for yourself and your own life. That's what you do. In terms of, you know, which books to read everything, but just bear in mind that not everything is the truth in the books. Not everything, even in the history books. Depends which country you are. You will find the same topic on a different perspective, and they are totally different. We from Poland, we have the English, Polish, and the USA have bit fight about the Enigma. And after World War II, USA, they make the movie about who broke the Enigma code. Enigma code was the German code for sending them messages, and USA, they said they did it. Of course, that was the lie, and then English said they did it, and that was lie too. It was some Polish guys, they did it, but no one wanted to say. I think it was 3 years ago. British government said that Polish guys, they broke the code, and you see, that's where I'm saying, you know, if you pick up the book from history book 30 years ago, they will say that English guys did it, but was not truth, and that's where it even gets more tricky. Who do you listen to? Because you never know what is the truth. And the truth can be different, you know, and that's that. But it is fun. I think it's this topic really. Kevin probably could talk 3 days about this, because his knowledge on this stuff goes really, you know, high, and yeah. It's really good topic. I do like it to think sometimes. Should I listen to, or should I read that book? Why? Do they saying truth? Is that really worth it? It's really good.
Yeah, and there was something else that came to mind, because he was saying, who do you listen to? Is number one, and then he said, what is your teachable index? How teachable? Yeah. How teachable are you? How teachable are you?
Yeah.
Which is also another interesting topic, because he said, just on the teachability index, I can talk 3 days on that, just on that topic as well. He said.
Yeah.
So that was interesting, teachability index, because he said that he was listening to a guru, or not a guru. He was listening to one of the Brotherhood. He went to his house, and the Brotherhood said this statement to him. He said, facts don't matter if your attitude's right.
Right. Yeah.
Facts don't matter if your attitude is right. So Kevin said to himself, he said, facts do matter. And then he said, what is my teachability index right now? Not very good. So maybe I should listen a bit and actually bring my teachability index way up again. Because who do you listen to? Well, this is somebody who's from the Brotherhood, so I should listen to him. My teachability index, okay, I'm aware that it's not where it should be, so let me listen. And that was an interesting discussion that he mentioned, that facts don't matter when your attitude's right. And he was speaking about a gentleman, I think it was Aristotle.
Aristotle's, or is this English name?
Yeah, it was about
Greek.
It was about after the Second World War, there were so many ships that were blocking harbors. Nobody could do anything with the ships. You couldn't give them away because nobody wanted them. And Aristotle, and this is all about when your attitude's right, the facts don't count, because the facts were nobody wanted ships. But Aristotle thought, let me think about this. And he said, before the war, shipping was fine, but then when the war started, nobody was shipping because of the torpedoes. The ship would get sunk. So therefore there was no shipping. So he said, well, if we put shipping as it was before the war, then there won't be enough ships even with all the supply. So he actually bought all the ships over a 3-year period, and he became the richest man in the world. So that was interesting. All the facts were pointing to don't buy the ships, but he decided to
do the opposite. Which that's what remind me when if everyone does, don't do it. Do the opposite. You will be better off.
So that was interesting. That little topic, and then there was another little topic that was quite interesting. The training balance scale, which is very interesting. Correct me if I'm right, Jacob. He said the training balance scale. He said 99% or even 100% of the training balance scale is what you think.
Yes.
Is what you think.
The rest is what you.
He says the rest just happens. It's what you think. What you think is everything. What you think is everything.
Yeah.
So that was interesting. And he also said that he could talk about the training balance scale for 3 days, just on that one topic, training balance scale. And that was interesting, because he said that all the gurus would tell you that you need to set goals, you need to get motivated, you need to feel good, and all these things. And he said, not really. He says you just need to think. What you want. Think what you want. Maybe you can give me some more flesh. Give me some more flesh.
With a training balance scale, because this is another very interesting topic again. But because he said 99.9% is what you think, and the rest is what you do. You shouldn't think how to do it, because the how will come, and how will present itself, and you will just do it. You need to think about this, and we may want to have full webinar about this one day. But also, it's not that you just sit and meditate and do nothing, because the the thing is, when you think about what you want to do, and not how, but what you want to do, why, and all this, the how to do it and what to do will come to you, and what you have to do, then you have to do it, and then will become very easily. Most of the people think that, okay, then they will sit down, think about this, and this will come to them. Will never happen, never happen. Is, when you think about, being the rich person, or have a beautiful girlfriend, or have a nice car, you will not do it from sitting in the couch and meditate. Meditation will help you to get your thinking straight, but from that thinking, emotion will come, and idea will pop, and that idea you need to cultivate, and then you need to act on it. But that act is just that 1% or 0.1%. You not go and work hard and don't and think. It's like you go to work every day, and you hate your job, but you're working hard, but you still hate your job. It's pointless. It doesn't really flourish into anything. When you switch around, when you start thinking positively about your job, and then you do your job, will be more pleasurable, and this will be not work, will be fun. And then new things, other things will come and do. And if, on your path will come some sort of obstacle, well, that's life. It's obstacle. It's just something you have to go through, and pick it up and do it. It's like we are now. We just been presented by the nice letter from our landlord, who raised our rent for 120%. It's ridiculous, but something that we need to face it. Now we need to deal with it, and it's going forward. It's going forward. This sort of put me step back, but from that step back, when I will go 5 steps forward, and this will be winning lottery. Will be like winning lottery. Then don't forget, guys, what doesn't kill you make you stronger.
Well, what else do you want to cover, Jacob? On okay, wait. We've done. Who do you listen to? We've done
Teachability index,
and then it is the willingness to learn. Willingness to learn.
Yeah.
Willingness to learn, and then it's that willingness to change.
Willingness to change. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, in the teachability index, it's 2: willingness to learn and willingness to change, and both of them, even the willingness to change is more important, because people tend to have more willingness to learn new stuff, or learn something, how to make money. But then if the becomes to do the change in their life, they will back off. No, I don't want to change anything in my life. But unfortunately, when you want to change things in your life, you have to change things in your life, because you cannot do the same thing again and again and expect different outcome. If you want to learn, you have to accept that there will be changes, whatever will be. If you want to learn the stuff like what we do, you need to put aside, I don't know, 2 hours a day to listen to audios, to maybe put something down, to maybe read some book. Instead of watching TV, just do that. Forget about the TV for a month. Are you willing to do that? If not, then your willingness to learn is 10, willingness to change is 0. 10 times 0 is 0. That's it. Then, but if you have willingness, say 8 and 8, 64, you're quite on the good way. But now what you concentrate is not concentrating on how to get 1 million, you concentrate how to get yourself up to 100% of willingness to on teachability index. And you're doing that by the listen to good audios. You know, I will tell that get your wishes, your command. I think that's really good audio to start and listen and listen and listen and listen. Will give you good incentive what to do in life and how this can change your life. For me, changed dramatically the way I feel, way I talk, way I think, because that's what's happened with with our landlord. It is very bad for us. It seriously is really bad, and this becomes that we could go bankrupt as I could go bankrupt as a person. If worst comes to worse, I could go to jail because I don't have the money to pay, and they have all rights by the law to implement the changes. And if I don't pay, I could end up in the jail. And I have a baby in a month. I have a third baby coming up. Then it's not really the best ideal situation for us. But I changed my mind. I think about this in a bit more positive way. Like I said before, what doesn't kill us make us stronger, and that changed my vibration a bit. And I also said everything will be good. This it's minor hiccup on our way, and I don't like it. Don't get me wrong, I don't like it, but I know end of the day everything will be okay and everything will be well. And that's where your wish, your command, Kevin Trudeau, Esther Hicks, and also As a Man Thinking, those James Allen, As a Man Thinking, that was James Allen, and Esther Hicks asked, and it is given, and Kevin Trudeau, your wish is your command. That changed my life. Changed my life in terms of thinking, guys, thinking, talking, and emotionally, because I could seriously cry with this what we have, but well, it's a life. It's I smile on this. It's not what I want, but there will be something good from it. Good experience, learn, care for the future, that I don't make the same mistake with the lawyer, with lease and all that. Probably will need to read that more carefully and pay more money on upfront to lawyers to deal with the stuff like this, or find the good lawyers. Unfortunately, this world is going to be lawyers' world, but what we can do, nothing at the moment. We need to live this life, and that's what I want to probably leave you guys with. If you want to change your life, you have to change things in your life. And however you want to look at it, whatever you want to do in your life, you just need to change something. And on the beginning, maybe it will be very uncomfortable, maybe because for the last 10 years you was coming from work and you was watching TV straight away, your best series or something, and now you will have to give it up for a month. Well, some people say, well, I didn't know it was that hard. Well, for me, some stuff was hard too to give up, but I did. Not much. I should probably more. Who knows? But we're doing much. I think we, David, are doing really well, and much more than other people. And I'm really happy with my progress and how I perceive life at the moment.
Good, Jacob. Good. Well, what we're going to do is next week we'll do CD3 on the Your Wish is Your Command. I think we did very well covering CD2. So what I'm going to do, Jacob, you can give us one nugget, one nugget.
Yeah.
Well, what I'll do is I'll go first. Just think about, who do you listen to? Who do you listen to? And maybe you should find somebody who is worthy of being listened to. Maybe go find the series "Your Wish Is Your Command" by Kevin Trudeau, and start listening to that. That's a good start. There you go.
Oh, perfect, David. From me, who do you listen to? It's someone that have what you want and been where you are, because this is very important also, that you listen to someone that have what you want, whatever it is, money, I don't know, car, job, whatever in your life, maybe some athlete, you don't know, and then make sure that he was where you are. Because if you for example listen to someone who make millions and he already had the millions, you will never have it if you don't have those millions on the start with, or he finished the Harvard and you don't, then you have very disadvantage. But if you listen to someone who was where you are, I don't know, you want to find someone who was starting portfolio with the properties and bought one property and had very little money to put in, find out how he did it and then do it again. Or that's what it is. Okay, find someone that have what you want and been where you are. That's very important. Okay, David, that's for me today, and I hope everyone have had a joy, at least give you something to think about this, because that's what we want. We don't want to teach you anything, because I think I'm a great believer that it's not teaching, it's talking. We talk about what we read, what we listened to, and try to get you curious and get you excited, get you find as well, and go to the roots. What we have, it's your wish is your command, ask and it is given, as a man thinketh. That's the best.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's very powerful information, because the more you study who you listen to, the more you study your teachable index, the more you study about changeability, your change, what's your willingness to learn and your willingness to change. The more you think about the stuff, the more you think about it, the more you want to know about it.
Yeah.
So it's new neural pathways in the brain, which is new patterns, because everybody's got a pattern, and sometimes you need to change that pattern. So there's another tip for you. There we go. Change your pattern. Good night, everybody. Good afternoon. Bye-bye, wherever you are in the world. And leave some comments below. And we'll see you next week. Good night.
Have a great and awesome time, guys. Bye.